I got asked a question the other day, a very valid question, and that is, great with the scenarios, but how do I know which scenario is going to play out? The fact is, I'm not looking for the market to follow some lines that I'm squiggling on a chart. It would be pretty insane to think that that's how we trade. But the way I'm doing it sends that message, and it might create some confusion. It's not really how it forms. It's when I'm drawing these, pay attention to what the tests are. The market moves in a direction to explore prices and find out if there's interest in those prices before it encounters resistance or support or the opposing force. Then it turns around, goes back to the most accepted price recently, tests that, squiggles in that. That's where the squiggles come from. Tests that area, and then it either bounces off of that or pushes through. If it pushes through, what is the next test area? What's the next most logical test area given statistical ranges, given the market context and the price action recently? This is what it's built on. So these aren't random. The fact that I'm looking for a test of this area here is not random. You can see the price action over the last few days and where it has rested. See that? This is where the stock zone comes from. It is both a volume profile based level. It's a price action based level or a statistical level. And so to me, I'm just speculating on what would I do if it goes to 43, 44 to 46 and it turns around and we get an impulse down. Well, in that case, I'm aiming for uh, the the 34 area, the overnight low, and then we're likely to get a bounce. Why are we getting a bounce here? We're getting a bounce here, or why are we likely to get a bounce here? We're likely to get a bounce because it is the point of control. There's likely to be two-sided trading. The market has already demonstrated that it has like that price. Balance to imbalance to balance to imbalance, and the market is a big fat test machine that we use to make money or lose money. But that's what it is. It's a big test machine. We're going to test this price, move on, test the next price. Oh, couldn't test the next price. There's no interest. I use the delta to figure out how much interest per price there is. And then it rotates the other way, test that price. Oh, there is more interest in exploring lower prices, no interest from the buyers. So what's the next big area? That's what we're looking for. So I can remove everything off this chart and just simply look at the price action, right? Actually, let's even remove that. And just you looking at this chart this way tells us that it tried higher, tried lower, it tried higher, tried lower, same prices, then it held in the middle. Those are the bars that are overlapping, then it breaks away. Where did it consolidate? So we can get the same information whether we're scalping off of a tick chart with nothing on it, or you have all the stuff on here that I use um, because I don't want to keep looking up where yesterday's low, high, IB, whatever is, so I put them on a chart. And so it makes it look messy, but it's layers of information. And that's really the background for this. It's a little crash course there into how I'm looking at things, and this is a little bit drawn out, so I cut it here. But I don't want to mislead you into thinking that what I'm drawing on here is where the market has to go. The market doesn't care what I think or you think or anybody thinks. It is simply responding to the collective force of volume. That's the force. We can choose a direction, that's price, but it's the force behind it that tells us the quality of that direction. If there is no force behind an arrow, so you can point an arrow up in the sky, but if you don't pull that band, the string back far enough, then the arrow's not going to go very far. And volume is that energy. Volume is the energy. Price is the direction. Okay, so think of it that way, kind of like physics or whatever, or throwing a rock or whatever. It doesn't matter if you point a rock at someone, if you don't throw it far enough, and it doesn't have enough energy, it's not likely to get there. We can guess what the trajectory is. That's what those lines are anticipated to be. Good luck.